Good evening, Zimbabwe. Welcome to another episode of Kirina Live. My name is Kirina Mujati, your favorite comrade sister. I hope you have had all a blessed weekend and we are looking forward to a new week. I won't take too much of your time as I want to bring to your attention two videos which has been circulating since Saturday evening. The other one was about Mkanya Chiwenga, Oppah Muchinguri, whereby she spoke about 2030. She mentioned a particular one person without mentioning the name, and we all know in our politics who is against ED 2030. It is because ED 2030 is another extension of floating. So Mkanya Chiwenga, you stood there. You are a Zanla comrade. You fought in the struggle. Either way, whatever the narratives are given about you, but what matters is that you fought on the Zanla armed wing. You dedicated your young life to the struggle, and you came back home, and you know that many comrades, they were left behind. You came to enjoy what they sacrificed. You came to enjoy what those people, those young lives you left in the bushes of Chimoyo and everywhere, never got to see, never got to enjoy. Even their families, their living families, they've never enjoyed any, or they've never had closure to what happened to their young children who had taken the armed struggle. But it is shocking that you tend to forget quickly that even towards the end of Mugabe's rule, you were even unwanted in Manicaland. Mandichimene and the G40s, they had even banned you to the PCC meetings. And you tend to forget that. And the same person you are attacking indirectly is also your fellow Zanla comrade, and you didn't have the guts to say it, but we all know who you were attacking. So I have to bring some of these things to your attention, because if it wasn't the same for the same person you were saying Uri iwewe chete monuwan or 2030, the same person you are attacking left, right, and center, you fought together. You saw what happened during the armed struggle. You came back together in 2017. That is the same person who gave you the liberties and freedoms you are now abusing, to have the audacity to stand in front of the people to condemn this person. It is unfortunate, but it is expected. Some people, we have heard your history, and sometimes we thought that people were just telling tales, but sometimes you make it very easy to, you work hard to just confirm that the tales that have been told to the nation about your characters during the war, about everything, they stick. Characters of chameleons, characters of not being upright, characters of being selfish, and we are currently seeing it. You went on to be talking about drugs, how it is unfair for foreign criminals who are doing drug dealing in Zimbabwe to be given fines for 150, yet our people in foreign nations are facing death penalties. I can applaud you for that, because we were all shocked that the same government you want to extend to 2030, the same thing you were condemning about not protecting its citizens in favor of foreign criminals, is the same government you want to continue into 2030. Mkanya Chiwenga, some of us, we try to respect you for your age and for your contributions, but sometimes you try to push us to whereby we'll say, you know what, this is enough. We have to come out and just to call you out. Even if when you talk about drugs and everything in Zimbabwe, your own daughter, one of your daughters, in fact, if I say one of your daughters, your daughter Tanya is one of the most famous drug dealers in Zimbabwe. Everybody speaks about your daughter Tanya, that she is one of those people you were condemning whilst you are supporting the ED 2030. So it is good that you are championing for tougher measures for those who are flooding our nation with the drugs. And your daughter, if she's caught and if it's proven that she's part of the these are drug lords who are flooding and destroying the future of our people, of our young generations, then they must face the highest possible punishment from our governments, because you can't be a hypocrite, Ma'am Chinguri. The other time you were standing there, you were telling to say, Chef, me and Comrade Chiwenga, we are not going anywhere because of anamachacha tikavasira nyika vanotengesa, they are not yet ready. Yesterday when Manika Linda, I don't know what you saw, and then you start condemning again. You were attacking Chiwenga indirectly, but I don't know what you ladies were seeing in Mutare. If it was a way of conditioning the province, as we know that there's a whatever Congress which is going to start in a week's time, then they have to confirm to whatever you want. We shall see to that. And also we saw another woman of less morals, also with a history of less morals from the liberation struggle, Monica Mutsvangwa. We saw Monica Mutsvangwa again attacking Mkanya Chiwenga, saying that there is development which is going on. There is young people are getting jobs, telling all sorts of lies, whilst to condition people about 2030. That the 2030 agenda must go on and the people of Zimbabwe must support it. Monica Mutsvangwa, your children, one of your sons, Nevo, is in Zambia. Your other son is in China. The other one is in America. So now you are the same person who stood again in Nyanga condemning vanotenga zvigaro nemari. You were condemning Kuda Chagure. Now you and against the ED 2030. Now we heard that your husband has been promised the chairmanship of the party, or also you've been told that you'll be also the vice president under Emmerson Mnangagwa. We know you are looting Manize. You are all protecting your loot. It is understandable that this is what you are trying to safeguard. But the people of Zimbabwe's freedoms, their future, their livelihoods are not going to be traded, because you people, your family, your husband, they are the main beneficiaries of ED 2030. So we condemn that, and please, Monica Mutsvangwa, you should spare us. We know that you are of less morals. We know that of your affairs with Emmerson Mnangagwa, and you are also another person who tends to forget easily that during Mugabe you were also fired, and the same man you are attacking to say that she will not sit. Why is he condemning ED 2030? Is the one who brought you back, and your husband. Your husband was now like Rombe Runongo Tenderera between Holiday Inn, Sheraton, Ambassador, doing nonsense jobs like an errands for Emmerson Mnangagwa. Sometimes you were in South Africa. Sometimes when you were relegated to nobodies during Mugabe's time. And they are the same people who are ungrateful, who are attacking Mkanya Chiwenga left, right, center, back. Even during the coup, you were stuck in South Africa. You were waiting for other brave men and women to do the job for you. All you know is to just come and enjoy what other people have fought for and have earned because of this entitlement you have and your close relationship ties with Emmerson Mnangagwa. And it is a pity, but people of Zimbabwe will not forget your traits of being treacherous, of not being upright. You are not stable, and you cannot be trusted in anything, and we are seeing you no matter what. I hope when the day comes, when D-Day comes, nobody this time is going to be allowed to cross over like people did in 2017, because we've got unethical people like you who will be saying anything whilst they are standing in front of our people just to cite Emmerson Mnangagwa and your own personal interests. We are going to condemn that, and I'm speaking about this because we cannot continue to have women like you misrepresenting some of us. I'm equally a mother. I know the people in Zimbabwe are suffering, but Monica and Oppah Muchinguri, sometimes I wonder what sort of parents you are. Monica Mutsvangwa, you even said you were a parent, telling the people at the rally, but then you wonder what sort of a mother you are. You are just a selfish mother. It is only about you and your children, typical of a stepmother. But I'm not surprised, because you are already entangled in that complicated relationship whether you are a stepmother to the children of Emerson Mnangagwa, and Emerson Mnangagwa is a stepfather to your sons. So maybe it's expected from people who are so confused like you. But what I am trying to say is, kana mushita chihure, ite chihure chinongo gumira mabhurugwa chete, musaite chihure pamumukanwa, nekuti chihure chenyu chemumukanwa chiri kusafisa vana veZimbabwe. Itai chihure chemabhurugwa chinokubhenefita imimi kumba kwenyu. When it comes to national issues, tiri kuramba chihure chemukanwa. Monica, turkuramba chihure chemukanwa. You and your husband taramba chihure chenyu chemukanwa. Makajera mabasa erima, mabasa ekubvisa mabhurugwa. Itai chihure chinogumira ipapo. Asi chekuti vana veZimbabwe vararami, zvinosanganisa kuti vana veZimbabwe vachatongwa nani, nyika ichafamba sei. Tati taramba chihure chemumukanwa. Monica, this is what I have to say tonight. And then I'm also coming to security sector. We all know what is happening at the CIO. Maybe some people, they are not aware of what is happening at CIO. At CIO, we've got Fulton Mangwanya, who is supposed to be the director of the CIO. And then we've got Emerson Mnangagwa's small house, Rumbi Rusere Kanukamwe, who is the deputy of Fulton Mangwanya. And then we'll also have Solomon Musaka. So what is happening at CIO, it is a pity, it's a circus, and it's out of order. We have Rumbidzai running her own parallel. She's got her own budget, her own cars and everything, and she's the woman. She's responsible for the abductions. She's responsible of what happened to Nyoke Mabunu. She's responsible of what happened to Maiva Vagomwe. She's the one who sent those abductors. She even sent those people to Nyoke Mabunu. We are pretty aware of that, and this is not the first time I've been calling you out, Rumbi Kanukame. And this behavior, you must stop it. So don't try us. You should treat the CIO with professionalism. The CIO is not your household whereby you think that you are intimidating everyone within the organization. Even some people in other institutions within the government, you are intimidating them. You are intimidating ministers. You are seeing yourself as an authority. So now my message to you, Rumbi, and to you, Solomon Musaka, and also Solomon Musaka, I've written about you as well. I'm pretty aware of your tribalism, your nepotism in external affairs, and also your influence in foreign affairs, whereby you declared that it is only Makaranga who are supposed to be given diplomatic missions. And the evidence is there, and you cannot deny that, because the appointments can confirm that. So whilst with this, the bad blood between Rumbi and Fulton Mangwanya is the fact that Rumbi, she's got a niece who is called Shumirai Gumbo, and Shumirai Gumbo has got a son with the ambassador who is the ambassador for Zimbabwe in Equatorial Guinea. So Rumbi is the one who caused the Isaac Moyo to be fired from his position, because Rumbi thought that he had influenced Emerson Mnangagwa to appoint this ambassador for Zimbabwe in Equatorial Guinea as the director of CIO. Unfortunately, Emerson Mnangagwa did not do as requested by the girlfriend and went on to appoint Fulton Mangwanya. So there's bad blood, because Rumbi did not get what she wanted for her niece Shumirai, so that the father of Shumirai's child can be back home, and also the niece Shumirai would enjoy the benefits. So this is where the bad blood has been brewing. So because of that, Rumbi uses these bullying tactics of intimidation everybody within the organization, from Fulton Mangwanya, junior officers, ministers. Rumbi is on record that when he wants to get contracts, he has got contracts for Cobra Security, which is now running, is it the ZDCC, former Marange mining Marange in Chiadzwa, whereby they are supplying around 300 security. That Cobra service, for them to be awarded that contract, there was some intimidation which went on, and Rumbi is getting kickbacks from that contract. Cobra gets some money and then they pay Rumbi a share. We also saw Farai Jere in winning the contract for Zesa. Rumbi also is involved in that Zesa contract, and she's getting kickback from Farai Jere. And then there's another contract as well for Farai Jere, which she got from Harare City Council, whereby it's about prepaid meters, and Farai Jere is also paying kickbacks to Rumbi Kanukamwe for all that. So Rumbi, you must stop that. You are a woman, and you are one person who has also widened the division between Mkanya Chiwenga and Emma Sodamuzo Mnangagwa. You go to Emma Sodamuzo Mnangagwa, you'll be telling Emma Sodamuzo Mnangagwa all sort of sweet nothings, and you have even confirmed to Emma Sodamuzo Mnangagwa to say Fulton Mangwanya has failed the mission to eliminate Mkanya Chiwenga, but yourself and Solomon Musaka, you are the ones who are heading that operation that Mkanya Chiwenga must be killed, and you have promised Emma Sodamuzo Mnangagwa that you are definitely going to take care to get rid of Mkanya Chiwenga, because Mkanya Chiwenga is too naive. He trusts you too much. We are very aware of that. And also you, Solomon Musaka, you must stop your intimidation, your abductions you are doing, your influence in the Foreign Office, whereby you decide that it's only Vene who are supposed to have these foreign appointments. So this is what I had to say today, to say that Rumbi must be investigated for gross abuse of a CIO. He is running his own CIO department. All the abductions, killings which are happening, Rumbi must be heavily investigated. He is also a bridge between Mnangagwa and the Ziganandas. Also Rumbi Nguwaya, they are also responsible for luring Walter Muzembe back, and Walter Muzembe trusted Rumbi because of their previous relationships. So Walter Muzembe thought Rumbi was on his side. Unfortunately, Rumbi and Nguwaya were also the ones who lured Walter Muzembe to come back to Zimbabwe. So you people, you must be very, very careful about Rumbi, and she is equally looting. She's intimidating people. She's getting kickbacks from Cobra Security. She's getting kickbacks from Farai Jere through the Zesa contract, through the Harare City Council, and also he's Rumbi. She's got a PPE and a PPE company which is called Passion Line, and this Passion Line supplies PPE to the government departments and also to Zigananda, especially in mining, and she's looting through those companies, and it is so worrying. She's also equally part of the gold mafia. Last weekend she was in Dubai. She also had to take out some money and gold, and I tried to send messages to Rumbi before I made this live video. I sent the messages about 4 days ago, so that she can answer these things, and she just blue-ticked. So I'm just saying it publicly. We are fully aware of your thuggish behavior, Rumbi Zairusere Kanukamwe, and you must stop these abductions, and you must stop being nyoka tsukukuviri, whereby you want to protect your future after an ED after ED is no longer in power, and whereby you are trying to convince Mkanya Chiwenga's camp with lies, yet you are the most green grass snake. So Mkanya Chiwenga's team, trust this Rumbi Rusere at your own peril. She is the worst person in CIO right now. She is the most diabolical woman you can ever think. Her hands are full of blood. There are so many things which are going on, and many young CIO officers are saying that they are intimidated because Rumbi is not professional at all. So people, be alert around Rumbi. She is a very dangerous woman. She's got the same traits like Emma Sodambudzo Mnangagwa. She's abducting people. She's even trying to get people killed, all because of power and because she is equally looting. She's getting money from this Gananda, from Kudata Gwirei, Nguwaya, Wiki Nochivayo, Scott Sakupanya. She's part of the game. So Team Mkanya Chiwenga, be careful when this woman says, oh, I'm briefing you, I'm doing this. She's just a spy. She's a double dealing woman. She's a double-edged sword. So be careful, be protective around her. Because what she's saying to Emma Sodambudzo Mnangagwa, she'll blame Fulton Mangwanya. When she comes to you again, she'll play the same tactic again. She'll blame it on Fulton Mangwanya. But Solomon Musaka and Rumbi, they are a danger in our society. They are a danger to many people's lives, and they must be exposed, and they should be known for such. And also, this is a message to MID. I know you are getting so much information, but you need to be cautious about some of these people. You want to expose some of this corruption. I think you need to reconsider your approach of how you are doing, because some of these people you are giving information, they are equally reporting. They have been always working with ED's government and Rigananda, and you are passing on this information. And yes, they will put out the information, but are you safe? Are you safe? They are playing along, but also you must know that whatever comes your way, I've warned you, because these people you are trusting and you are giving out information to be your whistleblowers. They've been working with Emma Sodambudzo Mnangagwa for quite some long time. Some of them we have even contacted them before with some of their pictures when they're in Zimbabwe in the company of Gananda and stuff. So people in MID, consider your approach. Make sure these people you are giving information, I know you think you trust them, but they are not who you think they are. Not many people are in this struggle with their hearts. Many people, they know that they can go back and sell out. And are you safe? This is all what I had to say tonight. So I will wrap around again and say, Monica Mutsvangwa, chihure chemumukanwa siyana nacho. Chihure chemumukanwa siyana nacho. Vana veZimbabwe vari kushupika. Emma Sodambudzo must go, and you cannot continue to attack Mkanya Chiwenga to be where you are today, to have these privileges of looting your children, looting the nation. It was the same man who risked his life, Mkanya Chiwenga, whilst yourself and your husband, another coward, also chihure chemumukanwa, Chris Mutsvangwa, you were held in South Africa. So respect Mkanya Chiwenga and award him with all the dignity he deserves. And it is a pity that Emma Sodambudzo Mnangagwa is equally also very a dishonest man. Emma Sodambudzo Mnangagwa, in 2017, you said that you wanted to only finish Mugabe's term, those 2 years. After that, you said, you want to have another 5 years. After the 5 years you were given, you said you want again another 5 years. And now we are talking about the 2030. Who do you think you are? You should be using people, because you have stolen so much for the country. So now you have to use your loot against the nation. This must stop. Every Zimbabwean must stand up. We must defend our nation from Zigananda. And this is all I had to say. To Mkanya Chiwenga, keep on being a strong person. Let them try whatever they want to do, but the people of Zimbabwe are behind you. These rich thugs will not succeed. And to every Zimbabwean, let us be hopeful and let us pray for our nation. And once again, thank you for joining in this episode of Carrying Live. Good night.